Alright, dear cut and sew tribe, you're welcome to another interesting tutorial. So in this class we are going to learn how to cut and sew this maxi gown. As you can see, it is sleeveless. So I'm going to show you how you can use 4 yards of your African print to achieve this. So if this looks like what you want to learn, let's get into it in detail. So the major material you are going to use is any fabric of your choice. So I have here with me this African print. It is 6 yards, but I'm not going to exhaust everything. I'll be using just 4 yards to achieve this. So regardless of your height or your size, your body size, 4 yards should be okay for you. I'm going to show you how you can achieve that with your 4 yards. So this is it. I want to cut out the length of my gown, the full length of my gown. So whatever your desired length is, in my own case my desired length is 60, so I'll be adding 2 inches extra because of the way I want to fold this fabric. I really need that extra so that the hem is going to rhyme. Do you get it now? So this is me trying to fold my fabric. Can you see, salvage to salvage? So fold your fabric like so, and you go ahead and measure your desired length plus 2 inches. So in my own case now, I will be measuring 62 inches, but mind you, we are going to cut for both the front and the back, so that means I'll be cutting 62 inches in 2 places. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So that means whatever your desired length is, you are going to add extra 2 inches, and that you are going to cut in 2 places. I hope that is taken. So this is me just trying to arrange it properly so that I can get it. So I'll fold it like this. I've gone ahead to cut it out. Can you see it? So this is me. This is 62 inches in 2 places. Can you see it? It's 62 inches in 2 places. So I haven't gotten this now. I am going to fold it triangularly in form of bias. So just watch me closely. Can you see the way I'm trying to fold it? So this will just allow me to achieve the fullness on the hem. Can you see the way I folded my fabric? So can you see it? I have some leftover here. Can you see the hem? So the reason why I said you should add 2 inches to your desired length the other time is so that this, by the time I'm trying to adjust this hem, it will rhyme and I will still achieve the fullness. Do you get it now? So I folded it like this. I'm going to push it up and we're going to work on the upper part. So if you look at the upper part here, the starting point, if you look at it, you see that it is not straight. So I am going to like make it rhyme. I want to get like a straight line. So can you see it? I've done that with my ruler just to make it rhyme there. Now, so this straight line is going to now serve as my starting point. I hope you can see it better now. All right, to work on the neck of this dress now, so whatever you want the depth of your neck to be, you are going to take it away from the starting point. You are going to take it away. So like my own now, I want the depth to be 6 inches. So that means I'll be taking away 5.5 because the remaining ½ inch is going to be the sewing allowance. I hope you get it now. So I've taken away 5.5, and this is going to be the length of the rope. So taking away that 5.5 now, I will now go ahead and measure the full gown length plus 1 inch seam allowance. Can you see it now? So if you look at it, I still have extra left over. So I think it's better you have it like this than having your hem, than you having joining on your hem. Do you get it now? So I'll just go ahead and measure it across. You make sure you rotate your tape measure so that that hem can rhyme. Can you see it now? So just go ahead and measure it like this. So this is what we have, and I think this fullness is just okay for me. Now the next thing we're going to do is to measure the width of our neck. So in my own case, I used 5 inches. So that 5 inches, you are going to add half to it, and that's going to make it 5.5 as well, because by the time I'm going to sew it, it will still go back to 5 inches. So that's going to be like my strap to strap, the width of the neckline. Now to get my armhole depth, now I will take away the initial 5 inches, and from there I will go ahead and measure my armhole. So the armhole I used here, I used 9 inches, and I have measured it, as you can see. So on the armhole measurements, now on that line, I'll go ahead and measure my bust circumference divided by 4. Whatever your bust circumference divided by 4 is, you are going to measure it down, and you can just add like 1 inch. 1 inch is okay. This is a free gown. So from that point, now you are going to connect it like so. Can you see it? Like your armhole shape, just to get the curve of your armhole. So I connected it from that place to the width of my neckline, and I'm going to take that line from the armhole with my long ruler. As you can see, I am going to measure it straight down to the hem of the dress. So can you see it? So just go ahead and make sure you just blend everything together, so that you can have your perfect gown. So this is what we have. We are done with the drafting of this dress. So this is my armhole. I will just go ahead and cut it out. Can you see? So I did not add any zipper allowance to the back, because this is a very loose gown. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out, as you can see. So this is it. This is what we have, and by the time we open it up, this is what we have. So for the back neckline, I want to give it a little bit of shape, though the front neckline is straight, and that is why I will leave it like this. But the back neckline, this is totally optional. Do you get it now? So I will just come down by like 1 inch. I'll come down by 1 inch, just to give it like a curve shape at the back. So, and I will connect it like so to the upper parts. Can you see it? And I will cut it out. So this is what we have. Our dress is ready. So the next thing I will do now is I would like to cut the facing for this. So this is very simple. Just go ahead and the leftover fabric, you are going to have leftover fabric, go ahead and place it, so that you can trace the neckline and the armhole area. So I will be coming down by like 10 inches from the starting point. Do you get it? So I will do that now, and we're going to continue. So this is it. Can you see it? I've gone ahead to cut my facing. This is for the front. You can see that I trace my armhole and the neckline, and I make sure everything rhyme by the side. It is not straight. The bodies of this dress is not straight, so you make sure you place your fabric very well, so that by the time you want to sew, you will not encounter any challenge. So the next thing I want to do now is to go ahead and cut my pockets. There is pockets here. So the length of my pockets, the depth, I just use 9 inches, and the width is going to be, I'll make sure that my hand can enter it conveniently. So can you just see the way I shape it? So this is what we have. We are going to cut 4 pieces for this pocket, 2 pieces for each side. Do you get it now? So can you see it? Make sure that your hand can enter conveniently, and I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So all our pieces are ready. I have my pocket, 4 pieces, my facing. Now the next thing I did is I went ahead to cut out long strip for my strap. Now this is going to be a little bit different from what we have on thumbnail, because I want my own rope to be tieable. I want to be able to tie it. I don't want it fixed like the one we have it on the thumbnail. So this is totally optional. If you are going to use the one the way it is on the thumbnail, it is just you cutting 12 inches. We took away 5.5, and 5.5 in two places, that's going to give you 11. So you are going to add extra 1 inch to it. Whatever you have taken away, you are going to add extra 1 inch for the seam allowance. But in my own case, because I'm going to tie it, I cut 4 pieces, 4 long strip to my desired length in 4 places, and that is what we are going to use. I hope you get all my explanation. So this one here is going to be the one I'm going to use for my ruffles. So can you see it? I'm going to sew it round just to finish it. I have about 60 inches long and 3.5 inches wide for the ruffles. So I'm going to prepare all my rope and will come and attach it. So this is the one we are going to use for the ruffles. I later discovered that 60 inches will be too much. I don't want it that full, so I reduced it to 45 inches. Now it's time to place our rope on the bodies. So I said I'll be using the one I can tie, and that is why I have 4 ropes. So if you want to attach your rope, just make sure you place it the way I am placing. You go in from the armhole, go in by at least ½ inch, because you are still going to turn your armhole. So go in by ½ inch before you pin it down, just the way I am doing. Now if it is just you want to have it like the way we have it on the thumbnail, this same one is what you are going to extend to the front hole. Do you get it now? But because this one I want to tie it, that's why I am leaving it like this. And I'll just go ahead and place my facing. I will trace it, sew it, the neckline, the armhole area, just to conceal. This is sleeveless. Your armhole should not be left unsewn. So this is what you should have for after sewing it. So I'm going to do this now and we'll come and continue. So I've done it. We have the 2 pieces, both the front and the back, and as you can see, I have my rope separately. So can you see it? Now this is done. The neckline is sewn. So for the front now, to attach our ruffles, you must have finished the neckline. Do you get it now? And you must have sewn your ruffles round. So I've sewn it round, and it's time to place it on the neckline. So can you see the way I am placing it? So can you see it? The edges, I am going to place it very close to the armhole. Can you see it? And you make sure it is very, very close to the armhole before you pin it down. So I will sew the 2 sides, both the left and the right side first. I'm going to sew it down just to hold that part. Then after sewing it down, I will now go ahead and just gather this like this. Can you see it? I've just gathered it around the neckline, and I will sew it on the middle. I'll sew it just at the middle. I hope you get it now. You don't want to sew it on top of it. You are going to divide the ruffles in 2 equal halves before you sew. So I'll go and do that now. I will come and show you how to attach our pocket. So this is what you have. Can you see the way this ruffle is standing on its own? This is what you should have. So this is what I have, and I pretty love what I am seeing. So if you want the that small rope dropping at the center, you can go ahead and attach it, but in my own case I am not attaching it. So now to fix our pocket, I have done one side. I will show you how you are going to do your own. So to get the placement of your pocket, you need to still take away the length of your neckline, the depth. So you are going this time around, because we have turned it, you are going to take away 6 inches, and you are going to measure down to your waist length. Do you get it now? So in my own case it is 18 inches, and that I have measured. So from that 18 inches you are going to place your pocket, your pieces right side facing right side. Can you see it? So and you go ahead and pin it down. So can you see it? Just go ahead and pin it down, as you can see. So you are going to do that for the two of them from the length side, that is from that 9 inches side. So just go ahead and pin it down like so, and this is what you're going to have. So after pinning it down like this, you will sew it down first. You are going to attach it to the fabric first, just like we have it here. So you need to do that for the other side as well. So after you might have sewn it down, now you can now go ahead and just shape your dress. You know, there is no much here. It is you just go ahead and sew down your seam allowance. So you start from the beginning, and when you get to where your pocket is starting, you just sew down like ½ inch, and you are going to leave your pocket opening. Please don't forget, you cannot sew from the beginning and sew straight. It is not correct. So you are going to sew and just follow the direction of my hand. You start sewing from the beginning. You will not sew the pocket opening side. Start sewing for the beginning, and you just trace your pocket like so. I hope you get my explanation. So I'll go and do that now. I'm going to fix my pocket. You know, there's no zipper here. I'm going to fix my pockets. I'm going to weave this dress. I'll finish the hem side, and we are done. I'll display it on mannequin for us to see. So this is the final art look. So can you see it? This is what we have. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, kindly give us thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more interesting tutorial like this, and do well to turn on the bell notification so that you'll be notified anytime I upload another tutorial. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Keep practicing. Bye.